Hey everybody, this is Kuuimpact with Let's Play the extra video of Zoo Tycoon DS. Now, I've got a treat for you. Not what exactly we wanted, but on screen right now you'll see there are 3 sets of images. And these images are all that we could really work around here. We did everything in our power. Me and a friend tried to get the game to run, cooperate. We could not unlock those last scenarios. He doesn't know assembly, yet he's a coder. I'm here, I'm like, well, I can get the art assets and repalette and fix them, which I did on screen right now. The nice little graphics for you. These are the 3 secret zoos in order of 1, 2, and 3 that we can unlock. The top one being the description of the zoo being followed. A rich philanthropist has decided to build a zoo for the larger sized animals. So the billionaire is requesting that you concentrate on putting big size animals on exhibit. The kids will love it. There's like a moat in the little icon there. Keep in mind, the large sized animals will be happy with larger sized exhibits. Naturally, larger exhibits will create high costs. So you'll have to watch your budget by planning carefully. From what I could tell, the gimmick of the level, I couldn't find the goals for these levels. I tried. I found some goals for some levels, but not all the goals for all the levels. The gimmick here is hard because your starting cash is abysmal. You do not have any. Billionaire instructs you, build me a zoo with big animals in it. Gives you no money to do it. Also, primarily your guests will be kids. There's not a lot of adults that spawn in, it looks like. And that's rough. That is just straight up rough. If the guest worked, but that's a whole other problem. The second secret zoo is as follows. The state of Colorado has decided to build the world's first mile-high zoo, exclusively for highland animals. They are asking you to lead a project that combines the beautiful mountain scenery with the animals that live in the highland terrain. With this project, you'll mainly be focusing on purchasing animals that are suited for the highland terrain. However, there are a lot of animals that can't be purchased without first funding research and conservation activities. Make sure you spend generously in that area. Game wants you to build highland animals, and they don't give you them for free. They gatekeep in this zoo. You need to pay your $66 a month subscription box to unlock animals. You get there's so many more animals than normal that are locked in this one than the other levels. Also, mountainous motherfucker. The map data is flat. It is primarily flat. It's not a lot of mountains. Like they painted it like it should be mountains, but it's flat. No good. And then this last one, which is the most interesting one of them all. An international group of the world's leading scientists have agreed upon beginning a project to build a zoo that exhibits and protects animals threatened by extinction. They have voted that your past zoo successes and management skills are the best suited to lead the bold plan. A copy and paste. But I think they copy and paste this twice, so it's like this is the third time we're hearing this one. Meaning this is an annoying ass zoo. But the second block of text is unique. You'll be able to purchase some of the most elusive animals on the planet. These animals are so rare, almost nothing is known about them. Therefore, you'll have to draw on your zoo experience as well as your instincts in order to construct the ideal exhibits for these animals. This zoo makes you use the unlocked animals that you would get for beating this zoo. And we're going to unlock those animals. We're going to be playing with those animals today. Don't you get me wrong. We will be playing with those animals today. If not in this video, I'll make an extra 2 video. It depends on how fast everything else is going to go. But these are the 3 scenarios we cannot play because I don't know what's wrong with Paradise Island in this version. I put on all kinds of things that all the check marks, everything should be fine. And none of it works. Nothing can get the objective clear. Nothing can get the game to pass it as a clear. And trying to force pass it is near impossible, apparently. I don't know. Kuuimpact has tried. But enough of that. Let us go forth and play some Zoo Tycoon. I blame THQ for this. Honestly, with their logo popping up, it was probably their poor programming more than any of these Microsoft people because they shoveled it off onto them. Ultron could be partially to blame, but it didn't look like they had too much things in the data that would have indicated them, but THQ definitely did a hack fuck job making this game come together. There is a lot of problems. So first of all, card collection. We need to do our cards today. We have 86 of them, which is pretty sad, and I don't think it unlocks the cards to do the unlock all cheat. It might. Let's see if it does before we do. I would like to know that. So if you want to unlock things on this in this game, you just have to do this simple magic spell. Up, up, down, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. And when you hear the chime of the elephant, the march of the elephant, you will have unlocked everything, presumably. It does not give me the cards. It'll be on our next play, so that'll be fine. There's a lot of text, as you can see. So here's what a Zoo Tycoon card looks like in this game. The real-life cards are very similar, just not in this format. There is gratuitous amounts of information on each of these animals. And we're going to try to go through all of them here today. I was planning to read this all out, but now that I see it, I'm terrified because we have so many cards. I think I'm just going to let... How about we do, like, a best of? We'll read the elephant card, obviously. Elephants are... they're pretty good, yeah. The native habitat of the elephant is the open savanna of Central and Southern Africa. In the wild, elephants occupy a wide geographic range, often traveling many miles in a single day. In captivity, elephants need relatively large spaces in which to live and move about. The more elephants, the more space they need. Elephants are generally found... That's why they're not very good for zoos. Elephants are generally found in regions containing wide swaths of tall grass broken by the occasional stands of acacias and the large African baobab tree, which the elephants like to use as shade. I mean, it's a large tree, you're a large creature, it makes sense. Areas of dirt and sand near water holes form cool mud holes for the elephants to wallow in, and occasionally large rocks provide perfect scratching posts for removing dried mud. Elephants are herbivores, eating various grasses, hay, and even trees. They eat frequently, which is not surprising given their enormous size. Their long, flexible trunks allow them to reach down and pull the tall grass as well as to reach up and pull down tasty branches inaccessible even to a giraffe. Giraffes, man, they're just not that great, I guess, huh? In captivity, they are fed a variety of foods, including hay, browse, examples here, e.g., acacia, corn stalks, bamboo, mulberry branch, and ficus. Yeah, that's how you say that word. Apples, bananas, carrots, yams, bran, and herbivore pellets. Oh, I bet they like the pellets. Weird how animals love the pellet part. I don't know, would you eat a human pellet? If they made, like, people food pellets? No, vitamin supplementaries for an entire diet is not a human food pellet. Elephants are social animals, although they are often found in groups of up to 25 individuals. In the wild, keeping great numbers of elephants in a zoo setting would tax even the wealthiest of zoos. In captivity, groups of 2 to 6 individuals are more common. Elephants can quickly become upset when they don't have enough contact with others of their own kind. An angry and an upset elephant will make its familiar loud trumpeting sound. Their highly social nature means that one angry elephant can quickly upset the rest of the herd. You'll get a lot of angry elephants. Elephants are hardy animals that don't often get sick. When they do, their strong constitution enables them to weather the illness a relatively long time before it becomes life-threatening. Elephants reproduce poorly in captivity. That's another reason why you shouldn't have them at your zoo. And honestly, it proves well into the game. We didn't get a lot of baby elephants building our elephants. So rare. As the largest land mammals in the world, elephants can afford to feel relatively safe in the wild, at least from other animals. In general, elephants are only tolerate their own kind. While they have nothing to fear from even the largest predators, they still become very uneasy when placed in close proximity to these animals. Even non-predatory buffalo and rhinos can make elephants uncomfortable. Interesting. Here is the zebra card. I'm not going to read it, but you can. Just pause the video. mean, it's a lot of text. I don't want to blow out my voice reading the ones that, let's be honest, not as interesting. I mean, didn't that one movie, was Chris Rock as a zebra? Oh yeah, Tommy. Wait, aren't these... No, well, no, these aren't Dick Dicks. But their Dick Dick is the relative. I think Dick Dicks are redder. Maybe tinier. Thompson's Gazelle or Tommy. Who the hell's gonna call him a Tommy? What, biologist? Is that how we're doing this? These animals reproduce well in captivity, just like the flamingo. Visual displays and odors. Oh, the baboons. I mean, I might actually read the baboons. I actually appreciate the baboons. Olive baboons are found in equatorial Africa. These primates have black faces with prominent brows, ridges, close-set eyes, above dog-like muzzles, and powerful bodies covered with olive brown, brindle fur. It's brindly. Males weigh about 55 pounds, while females weigh about 30 pounds. Adult males have long, sharp canine teeth, a cape-like mantle of fur over their shoulders. The baboon is one of the more successful primates, having a widespread distribution across Central Africa. This extremely adaptive species can be found in a variety of habitats. Unlike so many of the other species, the destruction of the primate's forests and the expansion of agriculture have served to expand rather than contract this animal's range. We destroy their environment, they get more land from us. Huh. These guys just won. They won wildlife. They knew how to take human destruction and turn it around. It was like, man. And then they were like, no, baboon. Ting tang, walla walla bing bang. That's what they were like. Found in many areas in the wild, the olive baboon is often placed in savanna exhibits in captivity. Why? Baboons are able to forage equally well in the trees as well as on the ground. Their diet consists mostly of vegetable matter, including grass, leaves, seeds, buds, stalks, berries, nuts, bulbs, water plants. Oh, water plants. Have you ever had water honey before? Maybe you have. Flowers, bark, sap, roots, mushrooms, and lichens. All alike. They will also eat insects, shellfish, small reptiles, fish, eggs, young birds, just entire birds, small mammals, and even antelope calves. Oh, you scamps. You just tore that thing from limb, didn't you? Although olive baboons derive much of their water requirement from food and dew, they still prefer to drink regularly, digging wells in dry stream beds if necessary. Olive baboons generally live in a troop of 40 to 80. I'm glad we're using troop as the proper term for this. Individuals. Troop of 80 baboons sounds a little hard to take out without a gun. not that we're going to be gunning the wildlife. Within which there is a rigid and complex social structure. Adult females outnumber males by more than 2 to 1. Rank within the group is carried by the females and organized by family. Within each family, the mother has the highest rank, and her offspring are ranked according to age. With the youngest being first, sons leave the troop upon reaching adolescence, but daughters remain within the troop for life and inherit their mother's status. Olive baboons are sexually promiscuous. I'm glad we read this one. Hey, they're gay! Awesome! Males and females usually mate with several members of the opposite sex within a short period of time. Females give birth... not gay, but they're just orgies. Okay. I was hoping they were like, they're gay! The males are just super promiscuous. Females give birth to one infant. Offspring remain close to their mother for the first 1.5 years. Only 1.5. It takes forever for a human baby to get anywhere. Males change troop every few years. There's much aggression between males due to the competition for females. However, if danger threatens the troop, the adult males join forces, surrounding the females and children and snarling and barking at the threat. When facing predators such as leopards, olive baboons will mob them, often inflicting severe injury. Their main enemies are the leopards, lions, hunting dogs, crocodiles, hyenas, jackals, great eagles, and python snakes. Well, snakes are the great enemy of a lot of things on this planet. When they meet humans, baboons usually flee. However, if the baboon happens to be up a tree, the human intruders are usually greeted by a dung rain. They're not confident until they have range. Then they're like, never mind, we got this. To avoid nocturnal predators, all baboons sleep on cliffs or in trees such as acacias. These animals spend most of their time on the ground during the day. They feed in the early morning and late in the evening, sitting on the ground and shuffling along as they forage. Olive baboons are capable of a wide range of vocalizations and also communicate with eye movements, facial expressions, and limb and tail movements. Males will threaten each other by audibly grinding their teeth at close quarters. Alarm baboons will emit a short, sharp yaks with their mouths wide open. Olive baboons have a robust population are not currently threatened. Maybe we should go see a threatened species at some point. It would probably be the rhinoceri, right? Again, you can read it, but apparently rhinos have been around for 50 million years. Oh my god, that stood out to me. A rhino is a solitary animal. Yeah, we learned that in the game. Oh no. See, I'm not reading this. This is so much. No sweat glands. Pretty terrible. This is page 1 of 9. Here's the wildebeest. We didn't get to play around with the wildebeest too much. They travel in herds. Move. Herds. Oh, see, there's not that much information. Why has the rhino got so many pages of info? Alright, here's the giraffe. Not as good as the elephant. The Arab word ziraf. Ziraf. The Egyptians and the Greek believed that these creatures were a mixture of a camel and a leopard, so called them camelopards. Egypt, you got people, animal gods, and goddesses. What are you talking about? Camelopards. I can imagine having yourself be speckled in a place that is speckle ground is going to be just like super good. But being as tall as you are is going to be annoying. 2 to 50 individuals in a single herd. Holy smokes, that's a lot of giraffes. One bull and female and young. Oh yeah, but lions don't give a shit, that's right. Lions will hunt most anything just because they will get hit in the head and be like, I'm not dead yet. Oh great, they also stampede. Stampede, guts daze. Is Greek... Oh, well, I remember this being said at some point. Hippopotamus is the Greek word for river horse. A name that aptly describes these large semi-aquatic mammals on land. On land, this animal is second only to the elephant in size, and the size of its mouth is second only to that of the whale. Unique among land animals, the hippo can open its jaw a full 180 degrees, so it's a claptrap, don't get killed, thereby creating its distinctive yawn. Hippos can be found in lakes, rivers, and swamps of sub-Saharan Africa. They are voracious grazers and need large open areas of mixed grass to supply their dietary needs. In their natural setting, these animals will typically range 2 to 3 miles. Oh, yeah, they'll range 2 to 3 miles during their solitary nightly foraging, and so are more comfortable when placed in larger zoo exhibits. In captivity, a hippo diet might include hay and an assortment of lettuce, carrot, cabbage, watermelon, apples, and cantaloupe. People like watching these things eat watermelons, trust me. Hippos have skin that becomes easily dehydrated, so during the daylight hours when the sun is hot, hippos are generally seen in the water sleeping and socializing with other members of their herd. They are excellent swimmers and can remain underwater for up to 5 minutes. When partially submerged, only their eyes, ears, and nostrils are visible. When hippos become uneasy about something in an environment, they will stamp their feet, shake their heads, and make a honking noise. An angry hippo has a deep reverberating roar that can be heard at a great distance. Although generally slow movers, a hippo can gallop up to a speed of 18 miles per hour in an emergency. Hippos are herd animals and in captivity are comfortable in groups between 2 and 10 individuals. Adult hippos are generally safe from most carnivores. Why is the M so small in this font? Because of their size, however, immature hippopotami can be vulnerable to aggressive predators such as lions, hyenas, and crocodiles. Mother hippopotami are fiercely protective of their young and have been known to snap an adult crocodile in two with their huge jaws. Hippos tend to reproduce infrequently in captivity. I'm noticing a trend about big animals. What do you got? The cheetah. Oh my gosh, apparently they used to exist in Iran and Russia. Popular. Yeah, cheetahs are fast. They are agile wind cats. Wind like destruction. They're mainly frame. Not much meat. Not very many meat. But cheetahs' babies are like pup. They're not even like, there's not even frame here. There's just poof. Air. Yeah, look at all this math. I feel like we're doing Math Town Mathiversary again. I think I like cheetahs a lot, though. I believe these are one of... My god, this is a lot of text. Oh, I'm sorry. We gotta read the sad text. In the wild, cheetah cubs have an estimated 75% mortality rate. Lions will go their way to kill cheetah cubs. Yeah, unfortunately, they are pup. They can't really do much on their own. Babies are usually like this, but these guys are extra baby like this. Cheetahs are an endangered species with an estimated remaining population of between 9,000 and 12,000. The greatest risk of the cheetah is an ongoing reduction of their habitat. I wonder if that's gotten worse or better over the years. Because we gotta remember, this game is not from current year. What do we got? The buffalo. But this is the African buffalo. Honestly, I feel like those horns would hurt just a lot. I feel like I would just get gut-wrenched in 2 seconds when I got hit by these guys. Not to mention the bulk weight crushing my bones. Weighing at over 1,000 pounds? Oh, it's over. No way. No way. Don't. Adult buffalo, and even then they run. Oh yeah, okay. Even then they run at a considerable risk of being tread, gored, and trampled by an enraged herd. Oh, they're talking about like it's if somebody ambushes them and they'll just gore them to death. The lion, the mighty lion, rides up to 40 of them. They do a lot of complex nature stuff. Lions, you can a dime a dozen. You know these guys. Lions kill average one kill. Every 12 times they hunt, they get 1 kill. Oof. Lions reproduce very well in captivity. I wonder why. Here is the leopard, not to be mistaken by the cheetah. It's usually the head shape that tells you, right? Head, ears, tail. Something like that. Body to an extent. This guy's got muscles. Wait a minute. Although leopards can wreak havoc upon domestic livestock. Oh, okay. Thought it was going to be saying as domestic pets. Who the hell's keeping a leopard as a pet? Leopards are excellent climbers. I think I've seen a leopard video recently where they were like hiding in like on these top shelf areas. They were just really high up and they're just up there chilling. What are you all doing up there? Damn, man. These leopards are strong, but they don't live long enough in the actual game here. Of course, they're sunning themselves in the sub-Saharan sun. Leopards have been heavily hunted for their fur, and have also suffered through loss of habitat and natural prey. Angry livestock owners will kill leopards to stop them from destroying their animals. Leopards are listed as an endangered species. Well, here's 3. Oh, here's the animal I don't think we even used once. Maybe once. The spotted hyena. I think we used them in the African zoo. Kenya. There is a distinct difference. but yeah, these are the lamping ones. So these are the ones they used specifically in Lion King. Lions and hyenas have a particular dislike for one another. Adult male lions will go out of their way to kill hyenas, perhaps because it is not uncommon for a pack of hyenas to chase away lions from fresh kills. They'll just kill them without any incentive or reason. All right, we gotta read this one. I gotta read this one. The ostrich is the largest living bird. Adult males can stand up to 9 feet tall and weigh up to a whopping 345 pounds, while females are sometimes smaller. Males have black plumage with white wings and tail plumes. Females have dull grayish brown in color. Oh, are dullish grayish brown in color. Ostriches have small heads poised on long mobile necks. Their bills are broad and flat. Their 2-inch panoramic eyes provide these birds with the excellent eyesight. Their eyes are actually larger than their brains. Ostriches have bare legs and are unique among birds in having only 2 forward-pointing toes, possessing extremely advanced immune systems. Mature ostriches are very robust birds and have a lifespan of about 50 years, both in and out of the wild. Ostriches do very well in captivity. In the wild, the ostrich is almost exclusively found in the dry savanna regions of Africa. These birds prefer flat open areas with low rainfall. Ostriches get water from the plants they eat and can go without water for long periods of time. However, they are very fond of water and will take baths when given the chance. These birds eat a wide variety of nutritious shoots, succulent plants, roots, seeds, stems, flowers, leaves, and fruits. Oh, roots and fruits are 2 different words. Cool, what are you doing? Yeah. As well as lizards, snakes, young birds, small mammals, and some insects. An ostrich in captivity requires 7.5 pounds of food per day. That's ridiculous. Holy shit. Ostriches will swallow small stones with their food and aid to aid in digestion. Salt is poisonous to an ostrich. What? I didn't know that. I actually learned something. What? Huh? That one I didn't know. Usually the ostrich can be found living with blocks of other grazing animals such as antelopes and zebras. But I can't combine animals in this game. You won't let me. The combination of ostriches' excellent eyesight with their herd animals' keen sense of smell helps to keep all alert to the presence of predators. Although it is a myth that an ostrich will bury its head in the sand, ostriches may sit with their necks and heads outstretched along the ground to try to avoid detection from predators. In a chase, the ostrich will be able to attain speeds of over 40 miles per hour for 30 minutes at a time, can outpace and outlast most pursuers. In general, ostriches have a loose social system, living either alone or in small, non-cohesive groups of 2 to 5 individuals. During the breeding season, which lasts about 5 months, larger bands of up to 50 individuals may form. Usually a relatively silent bird, male ostriches will produce a loud booming noise at this time. These birds will vigorously patrol and defend their nests and have been known to kill young lions with their strong kicks, capable of delivering a force up to 500 pounds per square inch. Ick bird. I don't know, is that stronger than a secretary bird? Shortly after mating, the female will lay between 12 and 15 eggs in a communal nest. The ostrich produces the world's largest egg, average 6 inches by 5 inches and weighing up to 3 pounds. A 3-pound egg, I don't know if I can eat that. Each individual egg has the equivalent volume of about 2 dozen normal chicken eggs. Yeah, I definitely can't eat that. Although the shell of the ostrich egg is only about 0.06 inch thick, it can hold the weight of an adult human. Males and females will take turns incubating the egg. After the young hatch, they are reared by the male at birth. Chicks are about 1 foot tall and they will grow at a rate of 1 foot a month. At the age of 4 weeks, they can run at a top speed of 35 miles per hour. Yeah, they're zoomy birds. Ostriches were almost wiped out in the 18th century due to a feather hunting. Only 4 of the 9 original ostrich species still survive today. The widespread practice of ostrich farming has helped conserve the remaining wild ostrich population. The main threat to ostriches now lie in the destruction of its natural habitat. They're not on the verge of extinction, but they're not quite safe either. I was going to read this one, but no. However, they're going to bring up the savannas of Australia. plains of Central Australia, which consists like the bushland, and then there's savanna. I mean, the PC version has these guys listed as bushland, right? It's not savanna. Like the bushland exists there in that version. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Yeah, I know. I'm just shuffling about for the water. Bean sized. Oh, bean animal. Bean? You don't say. The Joeys. Oh yeah, don't be messing with kangaroos. The roos are not gonna be your friend. They're only socialized when you socialize them from when they're young, and even then, they'll get too friendly. They'll think you're a kangaroo. No animal's gonna think you're a human, for the most part. They all think you're just that animal. A goofy one, but still. We mimic too good. Man, there's so much text in all of these. The word flamingo comes from the Latin word flame. Oh, they're flaming birds. Burning bird. Then why is the one flamingo that's in Pokemon a white bird? Why is he not fire? Why has he got no fire attacks? Care to explain, Game Freak? Oh yeah. I remember this stuff. They eat the shrimp, the worms, the algae, and the snails, and like they go woo, the alkaline salt. And then they get their color, and then they make a milk with it, and then they make the baby who's colorless into their color. They also teach the babies to stand on one leg, and then the baby's not like getting it, they kick them. They like nudge them with their feet to make them do that. Like, hey, you're gonna be doing this. You need to go do this. Yeah, see the carotene. Ah, in captivity, they gotta feed them a supplement to get that pink color. Oh my god, but jackals will eat them? What the hell? Read that last statement. In zoological settings, flamingos recognize their uniformed keepers among visitors. Aww. Well, never mind. I was just getting done talking about how animals always think that we're like them, but apparently the flamingos are smart enough to know we're humans. Oh, big ball of gas. Let's go. Now you tell me, is warthog meat similar to pig meat because they are similar like a pig? Like, is that a true statement? We are not out of the African animals, and we're at a half hour. Unbelievable. It's because there's so much dialogue. Thank the Lord I ain't reading all this. It'll blow my voice out. Small family groups called sounders. I've never heard about that. Huh. Sounders, huh? Oh, they're just as fast as a bird. Holy moly. Oh no. That's not good. That's terrifying. Hey, now we're in North America, the American bison. We nearly killed every single one of these things. Yeah, the verge of extinction. Slaughtered them back in the 1800s. Yeehaw! We gonna eat every single one of them. I mean, I do like the way they look, though. I mean, as an animal. They got big face. They got big face, man. They got big face. They got fluff bod. They love wallowing. Alright, what do we got? The bear? Oh my god, there's so much text. Now, which one do you prefer? The black bear or the grizzly bear? That's a true statement. Oh, immortality and healing. And there's the teddy bear explanation. You knew they were going to bring that up. Whoa, they tear up cornfields. Corn bears. They want garbage. It says garbage specifically. Oh, I didn't know that last part. Like polar and grizzly bears, black bears will give birth while hibernating, and the tiny newborns will begin nursing on their own. By spring, when the mother is ready to leave the den, the cubs will are much larger and be able to follow her. A mother bear will give birth to between 1 and 4 cubs, with twins being the most common. Female bears are very protective of their young. Cubs who stray from a mother's side may fall victim to adult male bears or wolves. Other predators of the bear cub include bobcats, eagles, mountain lions, and a feral dog pack. Adult black bears are preyed upon by grizzly bears, wolves, and humans. In North America, an estimated of 30,000 black bears are killed annually by hunters. However, in spite of these losses, and although much of its historical habitat have been destroyed, the black bear population today is thriving. That's because they come into they don't like human settlements, but they come nearby. They hang out, they chill. They've been on camera. They know. The white Bengal tiger. Wait, is that just here between the bears? It is. What the hell? I'm gonna read this one, but I know it's gonna be long, I think. Although all known white tigers are descendants of the white Bengal tiger named Mohan. Captured in 1951 in India, the white coordination is the result of a double recessive gene. Snake. The white tigers are not albinos. They have chocolate stripes and blue eyes. Oh wait, so the stripes are brown. Huh? Normal tigers don't have brown stripes, they have black stripes. What? Who miscolored it? Somebody got the palette wrong. What? Huh? Although several variations in eye and stripe color have been seen. Oh my god, never mind. They come in like shades. White Bengal tigers are extremely rare in the wild. No sightings of white tigers have been reported in India since the capture of Mohan, and only about a dozen sightings were reported in the 50 years before that. The Bengal tiger is the only subspecies. The Bengal tiger is the only subspecies of tiger to carry the recessive gene for the white color. Mohan was the first bred to a normally colored Bengal tiger, and then bred to one of his normally colored daughters. This resulted in the first white tiger cubs to be born in captivity. Due to the extreme popularity of the beautiful white tigers among zoo guests, and because these animals tolerate captivity very well, they have been part of an aggressive breeding program. Some conservationists find this disturbing, since some subspecies of tiger hover on the verge of extinction, and the white tiger is considered an aberrant Bengal tiger. Oh yeah, it's an aberration, rather than a valid subspecies. Oh no, this is pedantic, hoity-toity biology argument. Since white tigers have been bred indiscriminately with the other subspecies of tiger, particularly the Siberian, it is assumed that most of the white tigers in captivity today are hybrids. Many people assume that the white tigers are Siberian tigers, possibly due to the assumption that their white coloring would be protective camouflage against the snowy Siberian landscape. Ironically, no white tigers have been ever reported in Russia, and their stark white color would be a decided handicap in the jungles of India. See the description of Bengal tigers for more information about white tigers. I plan to. Grizzly bears. I will read the grizzly bears as well. We can read grizzly bear. The mighty grizzly bear evolved from about 1 million years ago, probably from the black bear family. Grizzlies, or brown bears, are one of the largest North American mammals, and in some areas, male grizzlies can reach weights up to 1,800 pounds. But those found in the lower 48 states do not generally weigh more than 600 pounds. Oh well, there's most of America. No, you will not get a big grizzly. Some place you will. The grizzly has a hump of muscle on its shoulders and thick, shaggy fur that is sometimes tipped with silver ends. The fur can be a variety of colors: black, cinnamon, red, blonde, and the grizzly is not a climber. Instead, the claws are well adapted for digging for food, such as roots and rodents. Grizzly bears have the most widespread distribution of any of the 8 bear species. They are found in North America and scattered across Eurasia. Although they once roamed over most of the western United States, they now live in parts of Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, and Washington. Oh, look, Wyoming mentioned. Larger populations exist in Canada, in the Canadian Rockies, and Alaska. The coniferous forests of the former USSR are believed to hold a large percent of the world's remaining brown bears. It is estimated that there are currently somewhere between 125,000 and 150,000 brown bears throughout the world. Grizzlies can be found in mountain forest, open meadows, and river valleys. Although grizzlies will, for the most part, avoid contact with humans, they are the most aggressive of all the bear species and should be given plenty of room. They move with slow, shambling walks, with their heads swinging from side to side. However, they are capable of moving at speeds up to 35 miles per hour, and even horses find it difficult to evade a rushing grizzly. Grizzlies generally remain on all fours except when standing to survey their surroundings. These bears are primarily active at night. During the summer and fall, grizzlies will eat 80 to 90 pounds of food per day, putting on up to 400 pounds of fat to last them throughout their winter sleep. These bears are primarily vegetarians, with more than 75% of their diet consisting of wild fruits, berries, herbs, roots, nuts, flowers, grasses, mushrooms, and other vegetation. Grizzlies can also eat honey and consume large numbers of insects. Most of the meat in a grizzly's diet comes from the carrion, although it will sometimes catch live prey, such as moose calves or smaller animals. In some areas of Canada and Alaska, salmon is an important food source. Except for mating and caring for the young, grizzly bears lead a fairly solitary life, although they will gather along streams with other grizzlies when salmon are spawning. Like polar and black bears, grizzlies mate early in the summer, and the embryos do not implant until the female is ready to begin her winter hibernation. Mother grizzlies give birth while they're asleep, and the tiny newborns will begin nursing on their own. By spring, when the mother is ready to leave the den, the cubs will weigh around 20 pounds. Holy shit, that's a big cub. A grizzly may give birth to between 1 and 3 cubs, usually 2. Cubs stay with their mother for about a year and then ease into independence. The adult grizzly has no enemies or predators, although cubs may fall prey to mountain lions, wolves, and other bears if they stray too far from their mother. In the United States, grizzlies are listed as threatened by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. There are probably fewer than 1,000 grizzlies left in the lower 48 states. Threats to the grizzly include habitat destruction, poaching, and the elimination of individuals that have become dangerous in the populated areas and campgrounds. Oh, no more Yogi Bear. You can read the moose on your own. What is this drum beat that I just realized is going on this whole time? Moose can't see well. That's not good for them. Yes, the antler rut. What the? Huh? White-tailed deers pass on a moose disease. What deer specifically? Why are the moose near the deer? That's a little weird. Here's the Siberian tiger. Oh yeah, this is a lot of text. Sorry. Gotta check. They're the biggest tiger in the world. I've got the biggest tiger in my zoo. Humans are the only enemy of the Siberian tiger. Wow, there's anywhere between 150 and 430 Siberian tigers left in the wild. That's probably way lower now. I don't think we ever fixed this one. Like, I know some animals that were endangered are no longer on that list. Like, they're not threatened anymore or something. What? One Siberian tiger traveled 620 miles in 22 days to search for food. Oh yeah. They're very talkative cats. They like to chuff. They like to do noises. They like to do stuff. Here's the gray wolf. Oh man, they're like all over the place. Look at that. Oh, that's true. Wolves in the wild don't like humans too much. Poisoning? Facial expression is my favorite. It's when the dog gets all sad and the other dog sees the sad dog and gets all sad and he's just like, they know. They know. Chumwee. Why are you doing this, Chumwee? Sorry if it seems like I'm rushing, but like, we got a lot to get through. Oh, here's the mandrill. I guess I have to say this one. I gotta do this one. Oh boy. Let me just clear myself up for here. Biologist Charles Darwin called the mandrill the most vividly colored specimen in the mammaldom. These large monkeys have white eyelids, blue cheeks, red noses, yellow beards, and lilac-colored rumps. Male mandrills are twice the size of females, ranging between 50 and 90 pounds, and their colorful markings become much brighter when they reach sexual maturity. Their size and their long canine teeth make the adult male mandrill the most formidable of any monkey. Mandrills are found in a thick evergreen rainforest of central West Africa, from Cameroon to Gabon and New Guinea. They prefer areas with a supply of drinking water with little ground cover. Their home range is about 115 miles, the largest known of any primate. Until recently, it was thought that mandrills belonged to the baboon family, and it was assumed that mandrills had a social structure similar to other members of the family. However, in a recent DNA study showing that mandrills are neither baboon nor closely related to them, combined with this new field research on the mandrill, has given a very different picture of the mandrill society. Behaviorally, mandrills seem to be unique. They travel in much larger groups than previously believed. Scientists have counted groups containing up to 1,350 individuals. That's a lot of mandrills, with a mean group size of about 620. The members of these groups remain together for years, forming a tight-knit and stable society. Mandrill society. They live in a monkey society, people. Another surprise is that these groups are comprised almost exclusively of females, and they're young. Males of breeding age join the groups only during the breeding season, which lasts from May until November. The rest of the year, the males are solitary. Sorry. When the females come into estrus, heat, males from all around the descend on the group. They literally rain peni into the girl pile. That's what's going on. I'm glad we read this one. We're learning. Battling fiercely with each other for breeding privileges. Oh yes, it is literally a bloodbath orgy. Good to know. A single infant is born with fur and with its eyes already open. Newborns cling to their mother's belly immediately after birth. Infants have a black coat with pink skin, and for their first 2 months, family bonds are long-lasting, and mother-daughter bonds continue into adulthood, and the maternal bonds with son last until sexual maturity. Mandrills are omnivores that browse on a wide range of foods, covering 3 to 5 miles a day in their foraging along the forest floor. They will eat nuts, seeds, leaves, insects, fruit, bark, grass, fungi, and small animals. Mandrills have cheek pouches and can hold a substantial quantity of food, leaving their hands and feet free for running and climbing. At night, mandrills sleep in trees. Large groups of mandrills are very noisy and emit a continuous chorus of two-phase barks, frequent crowing, grunts, and squeals. Females and young use a call to locate each other, and the call to alarm when they feel threatened. A mandrel's coloring gets brighter when it becomes excited or angry. Male mandrels present a threat by yawning, thereby fully exposing their long canines. A slight revealing of the teeth, possibly accompanied by the teeth chattering, communicates a greeting, general friendliness, and a sense of well-being. The primary predator of the mandrill is the leopard. The two biggest threats to this endangered species are they're endangered now. Okay, are posed by bushmeat hunters and habitat destruction. The slow reproductive rate of the mandrills puts their population at ever greater risk. They don't breed because they bloodbath breed. Here is gorilla. Here is monkey. Ultimate monkey. Although we had this argument once in the household, it was like bonobo apes are bigger. Although the gorillas on like a silverback is large, but it has an advantage. I mean, this is lowland, not a silverback, but still, it still seems like the bonobo might actually win the fight because the bonobo ape is just a bigger ape with like in general better stats. Like think of it like that. Like, oh yeah, the male. Oh no, these are the silverbacks. They develop silverbacks as they mature. I didn't know they were called the lowland gorilla. I always told they were silverback gorillas. Damn, these gorillas be like us, man. They eat like everything. That's very true. Everybody be upright walking in the monkey family, nearly. Well, the ape part of it. See, I would read one of the cards we can't get because we gotta beat those other zoos. But there is another card I would love to read, but we don't have it. Oh, here's the tiger. Right. The Benjos. Okay, I'm gonna read this one. Bengal tigers make their home in the tropical jungles and tall grasslands of Bangladesh, Nepal, India, Bhutan, and Burma. The male Bengal tiger can grow up to 10 feet in length from its head to the end of its tail, with its shoulders width of up to 3 feet. Although very large, weighing up to 575 pounds, the Bengal tiger is not the largest tiger. Its cousin, the Siberian tiger, is the world's largest cat. When a Bengal tiger roars, you can hear it almost 2 miles away. All tigers are considered endangered. 10 years ago, there was 8 subspecies of tigers, and now there are only 5. The other subspecies of tiger, in addition to the Bengal, are Siberian, South China, Indo-Chinese, and Sumatran. It's been a while since I've seen that word. Humans are the tiger's principal enemy. Tigers are hunted for sport, for fur, and for use in traditional Chinese medicine. Tigers may also be attacked by hyenas, leopards, pythons, and even other tigers. It is estimated that there are less than 3,000 Bengal tigers left in the wild. Bengal tigers are solitary and do not like to share with their hunting grounds. Male hunting ranges are about 20 square miles. Females require about 17 square miles, and the male and female can only come together during the mating season when sharing a kill or when sharing the same watering hole. In captivity, these animals prefer larger exhibits. Tiger litters range from 1 to 6 cubs, which stay with their mother until their second year. Tigers reproduce well in captivity. Bengal tigers prey on wild oxen or guar, buffalo, wild boar, deer, and monkeys. Although a Bengal tiger is capable of killing a bull guar more than twice its size, it prefers to attack younger or older animals that are easier to take down. Bengal tigers are voracious eaters and eat 65 pounds of meat each night, or yearly equivalent of 30 buffalo. Zoos generally feed their tigers some type of meat, examples chicken, beef, or horse, and bones, often accompanied by a commercial brand or special feline diet. Bengal tigers prefer areas with dense thickets, long grass, and shrubs near riverbanks. They will often be found in areas around old ruins, which provide shelter for cubs. The tiger's stiff whiskers enable it to move through thick cover in the dark. If the whiskers fit, the whole body can follow. They have white ear spots, which may help the mother and the cubs to keep track of each other when traveling through the dim tropical forest. Tigers will take advantage of human-made trails and roads. Although not very good at climbing, the Bengal tiger is a good swimmer and can commonly be seen wading in pools to cool off. They are slow runners, but they are very skilled at stealthy stalking of prey, which they hunt mostly at night. In captivity, tigers tend to be lazy beasts. Spending a majority of their time lounging in the sun, tigers tend to get loud when they are angry. Here's the chimpanzee. Oh, they look like aliens, though. Why? Why are the models so crusty in this picture? Man, come on, you make the tigers look cute. Why you gotta do this? This is that Widget the World Watcher stuff, you know, he was saying deep in the jungles of Africa. They're omnivores, that makes sense too. I mean, he's the chimp, man. You know what the chimp is, man. He's the chimp. They chimping out. They do what they can to be do. In captivity, chimpanzees will generally become upset when placed in an exhibit with other species, especially if these happen to be large carnivores. An educated chimpanzee tends to be extremely vocal, expressing its displeasure by hooting and hollering. One angry chimp can set off the entire group. Yeah, then they start fist fighting, they pick up rocks. Somebody can get murdered that way, man. Oh, this is a lot of text. I was gonna read Okapi, but this is a lot of text. Hold up. But we're gonna read the first line. The okapi is a shorter neck relative of the giraffe. I thought this was a donkey or something. Or like a zebra. What do you mean giraffe? It's a short giraffe? They're from Congo? What the? Huh? Okapis are still rare in zoos. Well, they can't find the damn things. Oh, they're prone to parasitic infection, huh? Well, that's no good. Okapi spend most of their time grazing and chewing their cud. Social grooming and play behavior seem to be the common in both young and adult. Whereas the okapi's cousin, the giraffe, is mostly mute, the okapi has a cow-like call. Young okapis will bleat for their mothers, and females in heat will bellow to attract males. Okapi are difficult animals to keep happy in captivity due to their shy and solitary nature. Angry or unhappy animals will pace agitatedly, while tossing their heads and pawing the ground. Oh my god, there's so much text. Let's see. They die extremely easy. Here's the black leopard. You see, it still has its spots. It's like a jaguar. Just, with spots. Or leopard, yeah. It's got leopard in its name. The melanistic or black leopard. Melanistic is a very kind word of you to use there, game. We get it. We understand. The gene for dark coloring is recessive, kind of like the white Bengal. Oh, this is short, though. I guess I can do this one. Melanistic or black leopards, also known as the black panther, are not a separate subspecies of leopard, but rather a color variation within the species. Black leopards have a very dark brown background fur, against which their black spots do not show very well. Although they are still visible under bright light, among the big cats, the leopard is most likely to produce melanistic individuals. Black leopards appear among many of the leopard populations, especially in areas such as Southeast Asia, where low light conditions create a competitive advantage for the darker coloring. The gene for the dark coloring is recessive, so that two black leopards will have dark offspring. But two normally colored parents who both carry the recessive gene can often have black cubs appear among their spots. Spotted offspring. See the description of leopards for more. We did that. We did that, please. Oh, I don't have this card. Here's the clouded leopard. Despite the name, the clouded leopard are not members of the leopard family. They're a separate species of wildcat, as are snow leopards. Clouded leopards are the only members of the genus Neophilus. What? It's animals? Huh? Zoologist? Well, it's not a leopard, so we call it a leopard. Thailand, Indonesia, Borneo, southern China, Nepal, Southeast Asia. Oh, seas! I have friends in seas. They live in Malaysia, though. They're Malay. Well, it's close to Thailand, at least. Thailand's above it, right? I can see the little islands there. Southeast Asia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, I'm not trying to look bad here. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Look at these guys. Why are they all clouded? Quite rare. Okay. Oh, there it is. The clouded leopard gets its name from the appearance of its spots covering its torso, which are darkened areas of the fur surrounded by black outlines. Distinctive. Oh, it looks like clouds. I see. Wow, they don't breed very often. And they're in that Paradise Zoo level. What the hell? Ah, you can't monetize this animal. Oh, here's the giant anteater. This thing worked like once. Game has a lot to say about an animal that is just an anteater. I am definitely making 2 different videos here. Even though we already put the code in. Damn it. Sounds good. Oh yeah, sure. These are jaguars. These are good climbers, and they chase monkeys through the trees, man. That is so cool. These are cool cats. Look at these little. Look at them. Look at the little one. Look at their green eyes. Man has killed them all, unfortunately. Deforestation is killing all the animals. We need this one. Let's do the panda. The giant panda is one of the rarest and most critically endangered species in the world, with probably no more than 1,100 left in the wild. The giant panda lives in the highlands of Sichuan, Shanxi, and Gansu provinces. Sichuan. In southwest China. Look, I tried my best on that one. At elevations between 5,000 and 10,000 feet. The damp climate supports dense stands of bamboo, the panda's primary food source. The landscape is varied, composed of porous floors broken by grass, gray rock, and snow. This forbidding, inaccessible terrain also offers a defensive advantage for the panda. Pandas have poor digestive systems and so must constantly browse in order to fill their nutritional needs. This animal will spend from 10 to 16 hours a day foraging and eating in the wild. A panda eats up to 26 different plant species, although bamboo still accounts for most than 99% of the food eaten. A panda will consume from 20 to 40 pounds of bamboo a day. All this consumption combined with their inefficient digestive systems means that the pandas exhibit will get pretty dirty quickly. When eating, pandas usually sit upright with their legs sticking out in front of them. This posture leaves the front paws free for grasping the bamboo stems, which the panda then crushes with its powerful jaw and strong enough teeth. In the zoo, giant pandas are fed bamboo, sugarcane, rice gruel, and a special high-fiber biscuit, carrots, apples, and sweet potatoes. Until recently, it was believed that giant pandas spend most of their lives alone, with males and females meeting only during breeding seasons. However, recent studies have indicated that small groups of pandas will share a large territory and sometimes meet at different times during the year. In captivity, these animals seem to prefer to be alone or to share the space with a single mate, and they will get very agitated if you placed in the same exhibit as other animals. Pandas are far from prolific breeders and will rarely reproduce in captivity. Panda cubs are all completely helpless at birth, weighing only 3 to 5 ounces, as well as being hairless, blind, and immobile. Among mammals other than marsupials, newborn giant pandas have the smallest size relative to their mothers. In the wild, a panda offspring will remain with its mother from 1.5 to 3 years. Their eating habits combined with their generally solitary nature makes it quite important that pandas have adequate space. A cramped exhibit will cause a panda great distress. A permanent source of the fresh drinking water is also necessary to the panda's comfort. Pandas have less tolerance for captivity than other animals. A panda expends much of its energy eating. Pandas also enjoy climbing on rocks. The rest of the time, it spends most of the day sleeping or resting. An agitated panda will often growl and swing its paws. A happy panda will stop yipping noises and may even do a somersault. Yeah, they roll around like weird peng balls. 7 of 9. Here's the ibex. What a weirdly named creature. Are you gonna explain the name, please? No, you're just gonna tell me a lot about this creature. This goat-like creature. Look at their goat leafman. Their goat. Eurasia. Thailand. The lynxes. Oh, no. Why aren't lynxes in this game? Oh, here's... I'm not reading polar bear. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. They're Oreos. Well, reverse. They're creamy on the outside and they're chocolatey on the inside. March and April are the breeding season. Only 2 months. Wow. Gotta be rough. And they're explaining exactly why it's rough. Wait, very small proximity with the... Huh? What? Small dash proximity? What, huh? It seems like an A is missing there. Approximately. It should be. It's a little fucked. Someone typoed it. Game of quality on THQ. Didn't get penguin and I'm upset. I'll come back for that. Here's the American bighorn sheep, by the way. The western United States only. That looks like California. California. That's like the coast for California and into Mexico. Oh, they're yearlings, yeah. Yearlings. Wasn't the yearling a deer? Here's the Arctic wolf. These were cool in our zoo. Sorry, I was checking out the text. I'll let you read. Northern coast of Greenland. They live on islands. Nobody knows how they act in the wild. Nobody. Eat wolves. Wow, they're not threatened. I wonder why. Here's a Gems book. I still don't know how to pronounce this one. I think it's Gems book. It might be Gems book. Gems book? Oh, I shouldn't be whistling into the mic. Huh. After several hours, the Gemsbook body will radiate this excess heat. Their body should reach too high a temperature. The Gemsbook may cool off by panting. Kidneys and circulatory system are also adapted for water conservation and heat regulation. These guys, they light up. They flame. Flame on. Oh, they reproduce well in captivity. That's good to know. Oh, finally, the last ones. Here's the dromedary camel. Okay, I'll read this one. The dry arid desert environment of North America is home to the dromedary camel. This harsh and unforgiving terrain is known for its exceedingly high temperatures, lack of water, and vast empty expanses of sand, broken only by the occasional stretch of dirt and rocky ground. Camels are well adapted to these harsh conditions of their desert habitat and prefer it above all others. Camels are no longer found in the wild, being completely domesticated. They are commonly referred to as the ships of the desert by the native people of North Africa, who use them as beasts of burden. I like how you phrased it that way. Camels are highly resilient animals, able to go 5 to 7 days with little to no food or water. They can survive eating dry vegetation, and salt brush, and other mammals avoid. Not animals. Jesus Christ, I'm losing my brain. In captivity, they prefer dates, grass, wheat, and oats. The camel is a semi-social animal, equally at home alone or with small groups of other camels. They prefer their own company and will often become agitated around unfamiliar animals. Camels have an ill-deserved reputation for being bad-tempered and obstinate creatures that spit and kick. In reality, they tend to be amiable, patient, and intelligent. Hey, camel lover. It's just like a good camel toe. A camel will show its displeasure by stamping its feet and running. Lots of hoofed creatures do that, though. Behooved creatures. Oh god, this has so much text for what it is. This is a California sea lion. Their home is the Pacific Ocean. Or sea dogs. They're sea dogs. Marine animals. I guess I'll throw this trivia out here. We found a couple of weird things in the strings of data in the game, and we're pretty sure there's nothing associating to it, but the animals go longer than the graphic data. And in the lines of text, there's a couple of animals that I don't think you can get. One of them being a mermaid, another one being a Martian according to the game, one being labeled centaur, and one being called moai dog. I don't know how many people actually have that listed online, but it's in the data. You can look for it yourself. There's graphical data for them in the list of animals file. There's just not thumbnails for them. The mermaid was in the PC version, but you had to place a mermaid statue in a water exhibit, like underwater, which this game doesn't have, so it's weird to even see that. The other thing we found in the data was graphics for large shelters. Large lean-to and a large, like, just the large shelters from the PC game that you had to research were in this. Like, in the data. I don't think you can get them in this version. I don't think. I didn't play Freeform long enough. This is a long cycle of life and death with these guys. 8 rockfish, though. The California sea lion is a protected species, and its population is growing steadily. Yay, we helped. We did it. Okay, see, we don't have these last guys. These are all the hidden animals. One of them being one we're going to see later today on the next video. The saltwater crocodile, or salty, is the largest living reptile in the world. In rare cases, males can reach lengths of up to 23 feet, although lengths of 13 feet are the average. Females are smaller and do not normally exceed 10 feet. This crocodile has a large head, a broad rounded snout, and a heavy set of jaw lined with cone-shaped teeth. The skin of mature adults is generally dark with lighter tans or gray areas and cream-colored bellies. Saltwater crocodiles are designed for an aquatic environment. But yeah, Southeast Asia though, man, look at that. Back in Malay, back near Malay. Laos. Where was I? Oh, sorry. Saltwater crocodiles are designed for an aquatic environment possessing clear eyelids and that enable them to see underwater, flaps of skin that keep water out of their throats and ears, and webbed rear feet that aid in swimming. Like all reptiles, salties are... Why are you calling them salties? Are cold-blooded. After basking in the sun, they must return to the water to cool off. A saltwater crocodile will also lie with its mouth open to release excess heat. This reptile is a direct descendant of the Archosaurus, an intelligent species of dinosaurs that dominated the Earth during the the Mesozoic era. In addition to a large Australian population, smaller populations exist in China and India, and the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. Individuals have been found far from their usual range, as they are able to travel long distances by sea, and the seafaring ability helps them to explain their wide distribution. They can swim the ocean. These crocodiles are commonly found in the brackish waters around the coastal areas and in tidal rivers. Oh, brackish. Where fresh and salt meet. They can also be found in open sea or in inland freshwater rivers, swamps, and billabongs. I can't believe we're talking about billabongs on this show. Movement between different habitats occurs seasonally, and as a result of social status, juveniles raised in the freshwater areas will eventually be forced out by dominant adults who use the areas as for breeding. If unable to establish a territory in the tidal river system, they may move out to sea, circling the coast in search of another river. Females generally lay 40 to 60 eggs in a mound nest of mud and plant material. The mother guards the eggs for about 3 months. The young crocodile breaks out of its shell, and using the small temporary egg tooth on its snout, the mother digs the neonates out of the nest. The neonates out of the nest when they start chirping. Oh, they sound like lasers, right? And carries them to the water in her mouth. The temperature at which the eggs are kept determines the gender of its inhabitant. Eggs kept at 88.8 degrees Fahrenheit will produce male offspring. Hotter or colder temperatures will produce females. Only about 1% of the young survive to adulthood due to predation, both by other species and by territorial male crocodiles, which will kill and eat juvenile crocodiles that survive to adulthood may live as long as 100 years. Mature saltwater crocodiles will take a wide variety of prey, including large wading birds, buffalo, domestic livestock, wild boar, and monkeys. The salty's feeding strategy is to lie quietly near the water's edge and pound suddenly on unwary victims. Although the crocodiles have an undeserved reputation as man-eaters, the saltwater crocodile is actually quite dangerous and will even attack people in boats. This species is responsible for a number of injuries and deaths every year. That sentence seemed a little weird, by the way, but I did read it correctly. Although this species was hunted to almost to extinction in the late 1960s, the future of the saltwater crocodile seems to be very secure, given the large populations existing in Australia and Papua New Guinea. However, it is likely that the salty's range will be reduced through the elimination of many small populations elsewhere. Loss of human life has led to animosity towards the species, making conservation difficult. But you said they unbiasedly attack boats after saying they got a shit reputation. Huh? And that's all the cards we have, because I don't have the penguin card, but I think I know where to get it. And I might get it off screen. I might actually take the time to get it. Who knows? I might do it. So, this has been Kuuimpact with Let's Play Zoo Tycoon DS. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment. Next time, extra video 2. We'll show off those unlockables. We'll go into a freeform game and play around some more. It'll be great. Death Mountain, yeah. I don't think it unlocked the other... There is a 5th secret zoo, too. But the secret zoo itself has the large... Its thumbnail looks like the large one, and the map description was kind of scrambled, and we couldn't figure it out. But yes. We will probably go to one of these 3 secret maps, or check all 3 out. I want to see all 3, actually. And we'll do it, and we'll check out these animals. I'll see you next time.